Today is a live session on the very interesting topic called Bihar Budget, which is presented by our state finance minister Vijay Kumar Chaudhary on 28th February 2023 in State Assembly. The budget is of 2.61 lakh crore, and the major things which I see in the budget that our budget increases by 24,194 crore than the previous year. So it's a very good thing that our Bihar is budget is increases by that margin, which is more in past some years. The second thing is that the major focus of the budget is on three sectors, that is employment sector, health sector, and education sectors. As our finance minister said in while presenting the state budget, that Bihar growth rate is 10.98%, which is third among fifth top 5 fastest growing state in the country. So it's a very good thing that our Bihar is growing at a rapid pace of more than 10%, which is among the third out of 5 states which is growing at a faster rate. So it's a very good thing. And other thing is that increasement of capital expenditure, because there are mainly two types of expenditure, which is capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. But the major difference is that how much proportion of expenditure is going on capital expenditure and revenue expenditure, because revenue expenditure never benefited in the long term, but capital expenditure is done for the long term growth. So capital expenditure estimated at 54,037 crore, which is 20% of the total expenditure, and it increases with 8,302 crore. It is a very good thing that our government focus on capital expenditure. One thing is slightly disappointed that instead of there are not much industrialization in India, but there is no any initiative taken by the government to increase industrialization at a larger pace, because only less than 1% are allotted for the industrialization. But the other thing is that our government 7 discharge 2022 to 2025 program of second phase, our government focus allotted 5,000 crore for the 7 discharge, that so that our state becomes Atmanirbhar Bihar. The another thing is that expenditure on social service have been increased by 11 times. It's a very good thing that I see in the budget, that expenditure increases not 2 or 3, 11 times on social services. So it's a very good thing. Our budget also focus on the income side, that slightly increase in state income in central taxes, which is 1,02,737 crore for 2023-24 fiscal years, which is increased by 376 crore more than in previous year. So it is clearly seen from that in Bihar also goods and services are produced on and day by day increasing, because the tax GST is incurred on goods and services. So if goods and services are not produced in the Bihar, then the income from GST is not increased. The next thing is that many economists said that it is average budget, below average, and some said good budget. In my view, that it is not excellent, but it is a good budget, because in this budget we see that government focus on increasing capital expenditure, which helps in long-term growth, but not up to the mark of that is presented in the union budget. Because in union budget, the major focus on decreasing revenue expenditure and increasing capital expenditure, so that it gives a long-term growth. But in Bihar budget, we see that capital expenditure increased by 8,000 crore, but it is not up to the mark, because we need more industrialization, and we need more factory factory establishment and global and local investor to invest in our in our state, because we need because in Bihar it is said that there are large number of migrant workers who goes to outside the Bihar for the work, just because we in Bihar there are less opportunity because of not much industrialization and factory. And the last thing I want to say that a very good thing which I see among all the states, that our Bihar fiscal deficit is always less than the prescribed limit. That is, our fiscal deficit remain at 3.78 crore of state gross domestic product, and which is a very good thing, because this fiscal deficit of 3.78%, which is under the prescribed limit of 4.5%, and it's a very good thing, because we always see about that our income is much of our income is going for interest payment, and it's a bad expenditure. But our state Bihar always control their fiscal deficit. That is, our income is greater than our expenditure. So it is also said that our finance minister said that it is a revenue surplus budget. That means we are expecting that our revenue increases, so that we focus on the development. So lastly, I want to say that though many economists say that it is average budget and below average budget, but if I talk about fiscal deficit, that is very much lower than the prescribed limit. That is only 3.7% of the state gross domestic product, and the revenue expenditure increases by 8,302 crore than previous year. And our revenue expenditure increases by only 15,891 crore, and the government also allot 5,000 crore for 7 nishya to become Atmanirbhar Bihar. So if I talk about these all things, so I think that it is a good budget, and I think that it helps our Bihar to develop at a more than 10%, which our finance minister suggests that Bihar is growing at a rapid pace of 10.98%. But lastly, I also think that if government allot more in capital expenditure and more in industrialization phase, then it is also a very excellent budget for the Bihar, because only less than 1% is allotted for the industrialization phase. So it's a slightly bad thing. And after that, overall the budget is good, and it focuses on 7 issues. So it covers all the aspects of the budget, like employment, health sector, education sector, Har Ghar Nal Yojana, housing budget, and also focus on, and also the last thing that our finance minister demanded a special status for Bihar. Because we see that from last 15 years it is said that our chief minister tried to give a status of a special status, but till now our government fails, and the center not approved this. But in this budget also, our finance minister demanded that to center that special status given by the center. And the last thing which I want to say, that budget also point out that grants in aid expected from the center for current year is 53,377 crore, which was 4,623 crore less than what we received in the back year. So it's a very I think it's a very exciting that our government, our Bihar government, expecting less from the central government. Our government decreases his expectation from 4,006 to 3. That means our Bihar is becoming Atmanirbhar, because our government, because all the government demanding more in every budget, that center give more money to our state for the development. But it is very exciting that our government decreases his expectation. Our government for the current fiscal year 2023-24 demanded only 53,377 crore, which is decreases by 4,600. 23 crore. So from this point of view, we all expect that yes, our Bihar is going on the path of Atmanirbhar. That our chief minister demanded less from the center. So we are Atmanirbhar and we are becoming eligible to face any problem. So thank you sir for giving that.
Good morning, sir, dear friends. Thanks sir for updating us regarding latest warning topic, because initially you did and managed debate on latest warning topic that is related to Turkey earthquake. Right now, yesterday, government has announced budget, and today you just surprised all of us by giving this topic. Even some of my friends is unable to think that he will perform here better or not. But sir indirectly giving message that we should always focus on update of news. So without wasting any time, I'm just going to state on a topic which is budget. So budget is, the term budget is not mentioned anywhere in constitution. Instead of it, annual financial statement is being used. And talking about at center level, then it is under part 5 and under article 112. But talking about states, then it is under article 202 of Indian Constitution. So yesterday, Vijay Kumar Chaudhary presented budget for the people of Bihar, and it is a positive sign that this time government has given positive budgets, and it is of 261.5 crore rupees. Initially, it was just 237,991 crore rupees. Means he has just upgraded 30 or 40 crore rupees. So it is matter of enjoy. And this times government have just managed fiscal deficits. I think you all be aware of this. Means government has surplus of money, and it is happiness or matter of enjoying for all of you people, because this is the first time of history of Bihar that government has going to fulfill their regulation of 10 lakh jobs. Tejasvi government, Tejasvi once promised that when he will in power, then he will give, or he will give 10 lakh jobs in his first cabinet ministers. But in budget session, he has just proving himself by giving 10 lakh jobs in different sectors. Like I am just taking help of data that in police department 75,543 jobs will be given. In head teacher of different schools, 40,500 teachers will be appointed. For engineering college, teacher of engineering college, 522 jobs will be given, and for BPSC candidate, 49,000 job will be given. So total, and he has not given data of other related subjects. He may forecast or upgrade letters. So it is matter for happiness for all of us. Thereafter, the slogan of Bihar, that is women empowerment. So Bihar has Nitish Kumar. We all know that Nitish Kumar contribution regarding women empowerment. At this time, he has Bihar government has made slogan of women empowerment by doing great thing for them. Like he has promised to give expend 50 lakhs 50 crore rupees on cycle schemes, 10 crore rupees on girls dress, 94 crore rupees for the meritorious students who will achieve first divisions. And as we know, Rajgir Sport University is being maintained or decorated there. So thereafter, Bihar government is doing another great things, which is surprise for even all of the state of India also, because there is a upper bijli niche machli, means upper there will be on the top there will be production of electricity, on the bottom of that production of production of fish will be there. So it is technical innovation idea, and one great thing that even central government has copied that is Jal Jeevan Yojana. Means initially Bihar government has launched Jal Jeevan Yojana, and it is copied by central government as Amrit Sarovar Yojana. And Bihar government also Har Ghar Bijli Yojana. Bihar government has launched Har Ghar Bijli Yojana in 2016, and in 2017 central government has copied that. So there are many things which we have to discuss, and which we will read in details. But right now Bihar government has surprised us by giving this positive budget. Thanks for this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's it. Yes.
A very charming morning to all of you, my respected and my all dear friends. Today is our Bihar budget, and as we all know that finance minister, who is the finance minister, Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, and he presented the budget of Bihar. So now I'm talking about the Bihar budget. It is very special because all the budget is happening, and they are not focusing about the education, our health, and lots of things. So if I'm talking about the firstly size of the budget, increasing the budget from the last year, the finance minister has increased the size of budget for finance year 2003 to 2004 to rupees 2,61,885.4 crore. Whereas the last was our size budget was 2,37,691 crore. Now if I'm talking about the provisions, what is the provision in our budget? So there are a number of provisions. I want to tell about the two provisions. That is the first is that a provision of 392 crore has been made up for solar light, and second which I want to tell, a provision of the 525.38 crore has made up for the livestock and the fish. If I am talking about the provisions of the solar light, so it has been established on Lakhisar and Bhagalpur, and it has a one things that the plant to the power of the bottom in the fish. And if I'm talking about the rebate on the holding tax on rain under harvesting, that tax comes under Jal Jeevan Haryali Abhiyan, and it will be get up to 5% rebate on the holding tax. Now if I'm talking about the biggest problem, that is the women empowerment. All time it is happening, but government is not basic focusing on the women empowerment. They are doing lots of things but not focusing basic things. But in this budget is focusing on the women empowerment slogan of the Bihar government. That comes under Jivika Yojana. And in Bihar there are 4,209 head of this chief councillor, and the 2,098 women councillor were elected. Now if I'm talking about the Bihar government spent rupees 60,000 crore schemes under the Nari Shakti Yojana under the cycle schemes, and 10 crore spent will be the girls' dresses. And I think that it will help for lots of women empowerment. And if I'm talking about they have 62 hospitals, they have a Didi's kitchens, and they comes under SC/ST. Now if I'm talking about the special status, so all that when the Vidhan Sabha comes and they are talking about the special package of Bihar, and still they are not working, but in this budget they are focusing on the special package should give by our Bihar, and it is now happening because in last 15 years it was just talking about our honorable chief minister, and they will give that one day it will be happen that Bihar will come under the special package, but still they are not working. But now I think that Bihar will be work because there is a number of construction is happening. And if I am talking about the Khadi Mall is set up in the Purnima and Muzaffarpur, which also comes in the budget. Now if I am talking about of jobs, so it's a big thing because in the Bihar there are a number of the people who have unemployment, and they are coming employed, and what was the name? Tejas Yadav said that the 10 lakh youths have given the jobs, and there are also 10 new medical colleges will be established in Bihar, and 75,543 posts have been approved in police, and 40,506 head teacher will be started in the school, and 522 teacher will be restarted in the engineering college, and let's see what will be happen for our girls. But now it is promised that this type of thing will be happen, and in my conclusion, I will not saying anything in budget bad thing, because if anything is happening for the upliftment of the Bihar's people, but they are always thinking about the disadvantages. But I think that in this budget they are thinking about a basic thing that is very important, like our education, our health, and lots of things. And there are also basic thing is that jobs and women empowerment, and they also gives a lots of things. So we shouldn't think that it will be not bad, because what was the Bihar in the 15 year, and now Bihar is developing nowadays. And second thing which I want to tell, women empowerment in the Bihar, there the number of the girls are becoming very empowered girl, and they are doing jobs. So we cannot take underestimate of the Bihar. So I think that for my opinion that Bihar one day will be the comes in the special package. So that's all about of my point of view. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
A very good morning to respected sir and all my dear friends. As we all know that today we are here to discuss on the Bihar budget of this year. So firstly I want to say that we all share our point of view about the Bihar budget. So I am going to share my point of view about that. So please try to listen me carefully. Firstly, Finance Minister Vijay Kumar Chaudhary has presented the budget of 2023 to 24 of the Bihar for very first time, and we can say that this budget is very important for this upcoming youths who are doing preparation, who are waiting for the vacancies of the jobs, who are waiting for the good facilities in the medicals, who are waiting for the good facility in the field of education, and this budget represents their hopes, and their hopes are regarding their jobs, regarding their regarding the employment. So some things which comes out from the budget, I want to say that is the provision of rupees 392 crore has been made for the solar lights in our state, and CM rural housing assignment scheme having amount of 50,000 crores. Sahi Lichi and Mithila Makhan, Maghi Pan, and we can and Jarda Mango got, and this product has got the GI tag of our country. Under Jivika program, total 10.45 lakh self-help group have been formed for the and this shows the Jivikas, how much women are empowered with the help of the Jivikas. Formation and more than 75,000 posts have been approved for the public department. In 9 district medical colleges will be open. 10 lakh youth will be get targeted to provide the employment. If we talk about, then we always talk about the sports in Bihar. No, there is no hope of sports in Bihar. But nowadays our government is doing for that, and a sports university is going to start in the Rajgir, and that shows that our government are now being alerted for the sports as well. So along with this, the revenue also increased. Bihar government will spend rupees 60 lakh crore in Nari Sashakti-karan Yojana for the women. And we can show that our Finance Minister Vijay Kumar Chaudhary said that the budget size of Bihar tripled in 10 years. Bihar ranked third in the country in the terms of growth rate, like after Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan. And we also know that our Bihar is In the sector of poverty, our Bihar is on number 1. And in many sectors like illiteracy rate, our Bihar is also illiteracy rate of Bihar is also very high. But nowadays, what is going on? Our government is doing that type of thing which can help us to improve in these sectors. Like if we talk about many of the sectors in which Bihar are lacking, and the government are focusing on that departments, like sports, like education, like medical facilities, like, and we often see that in Bihar number of the things are going on, like whenever we saw that flood always came in our Bihar, then that type of the situation, what will people, how can we earn from that situation? Our government is also doing that type of plan. We don't know about all the things, but our Bihar is first one who planted the dolphin research center in our Bihar. So we have to know that things which is good for our Bihar and which can make our Bihar budget and economy far better than the previous year, which is going on. And with the help of the education and with the help of the empowerment, and our government is also focusing on the women empowerment, Nari Sashaktikarn, which is showing that how much women are empowered in our state. Like in every school there are half number of the women's teachers. In every offices there are women also. There are also women businessmen, which shows how much our state is improving in the field of women empowerment. And in this budget, women empowerment is one of the biggest thing which I have seen in good. And this budget is, we can say that not that much bad that people are saying. And if we talk about this budget, it will improve. It will show that how much this budget is good after a year, because we always talk in the end. That is what was that. So before starting of this budget, we can't say that is wrong. So thank you so much.
Thank you very good. Niranjan.
A very good morning to all of you. While we are spending time to this is Mr. Nilin from 10:30 am. Today is the budget, Bihar budget. But it yesterday presented the budget. Bihar Finance Minister Bihar Chaudhary ahead of the budget at the State Assembly on Tuesday. The Nitish Kumar government in the Bihar Tuesday present the state budget for the fiscal 2023 and 24. Which budget for a total outlay of about 2.62 lakh crore in increasing of about 24,000 crore from the currently fiscal budget with focus on youth and exploited education, health and infrastructure, but still the deal of announcing any major new schemes. First of all, Bihar budget is a very good budget. It is the main topics. Is a small things is a Nal Yojana. But according to Bihar Chaudhary, the girl cycle scam has been allotted Rs 15 crore will Rs 100 crore has been assigned for the dresses, and a sum of Rs 400 crore has been decided to the uniform of the girl child. Secondly, government of the upgraded 21 Sadar hospitals, built 9 medical colleges. According to Finance Minister Bihar Kumar Chaudhary, plans are under the way transforming the 21 Sadar hospitals into medical hospitals. Third one is the Bihar budget. The infant rate has come down from 43,000 in 2012 to 27,000 27,000 in 2020. Vidyat Kumar Chaudhary says, Bihar Budget life expenditure on the social service increasing by 11 times. We know that Bihar Budget is a good budget in any sector, finance sector, education system, health education system, youth power. But TSP also said that is a 10 lakhs education given, but he is not to given 10 lakhs education provide to Bihar states. But Bihar government Bihar is a very unemployment person. He is but government has not to infrastructure is a proper way working. Is a lacks of the sports, lacks of the education, hospitals. But we know that in these times, including this budget, but most of the budget are the skip. Why are the reason behind it? It is mainly the political parties election 2024. He saw the persons. He benefits the all peoples. All the peoples. He not to ignore the middle class family, upper middle class family, and the rich class family. There are the three. All members are the including. He saw the budget are the page dogs, Mr. Bihar Kumar Chaudhary. The Bihar employment is the biggest role in biggest problems. Second thing, education. Third is not to sports field. Fourth one is not to other states are the visiting to Bihar places. The one state one places are the Rajgiri, but most of the times, but which are the Bihar 38 states districts. But why are not to all the districts are the people are the visiting to new places? But is the government has not to searching. Why are you one district are the foreign district now? But is a Rajgiri. But why the some people are the go visit to Rajgiri? Is the 36 districts are the all available in the Bihar. But why are you not come to 36 districts visits? But is the government are seriously thinking about these points. But is thank you.
Thank you.
Respected sir and all my dear friends, I am standing behind podium this Lucas in front of you all. And this is very interesting session and we talk about in Bihar budget. Everyone have a point, but in my eyes, I started with a slogan and this hunt me a lot. वादों इरादों में क्या रखा है? वादों इरादों में क्या रखा है? करके दिखा दो इसी उम्मीद में बिहार जिंदा है. Okay. This is written by me, and I think that the vision of our country is not good for Bihar, and everyone knows very well. Our finance minister Bihar Kumar Chaudhary yesterday told that 32 lakh youths are in Bihar who are just searching a job, and this is the very important aspect of every Bihari. I think that government should work very effective and efficiently for the welfare of women. Government just work very hard on the welfare of women and the women empowerment. And I think that in this behalf of that, government should give special provisions to civil examinations like BPSC and UPSC also. This is good, and government should work on the health sector, on the employment sector, on the behalf of education sector also. I never critique all these type of things, and this is good budget. All of this is a very good budget. But I think that what about tourist sector? What is in Bihar? How can we generate our financial status? How? Because our 70% genuine youth are going to another states for the better educations. What about colleges? What about infrastructures? What about industrialization? In this budget, and I totally just demotivated in now talk about in this industrialization. 1% income is just given by our finance minister to the industrialization sector. What about poor? What about minority peoples? In this budget, every union government also and the state government also have a provision for the welfare of three categories in our society: higher class, middle class, and lower class. What about in lower class? I think that nothing is talked about our finance minister on the behalf of lower class. And I never talk about upper class and middle class. There are a lot of opportunity for middle class, and there are a lot of opportunity for the upper class. What about the middle? What about the lower class? The totally budget on the welfare of women. I never critique, but what about other sectors? How can generate our revenue? And this is very shameful. And one economist just said that Naval Kishore Chaudhary that the budget as an average budget, he just gave just pass mark 3 out of 10, and I am totally agree with that. And one line is also said that growth cannot be done without industrialization, and there is very minimal allocation of funds in the budget for the same last. It was just 0.6% to the 1%. What's wrong behind that? This is totally as a laughing budget in my eyes. There is nothing about the growth of the Bihar in my eyes. Overall, just lastly, I would like to say that this budget is, every time our finance minister has told that this budget is bigger than the previous budget. Yes, this budget is bigger than the bigger budget, but totally on the air. On the reality, there is nothing in Bihar budget. Nothing in the Bihar budget. Our government just told that 10 lakh vacancies, and this statement is regularly I listen before 5 or 6 years. Where is vacancies? Where is vacancies? Vacancies is in air. Okay. What about you? And I think that after that I just told that. And lastly I would like to say that if our government has focusing only on the election, our Bihar is decline day by day. That is saddest, but truest reality is that on the ground level. 2024, everybody knows as the election year. Everybody knows 2025 also an election year. Why our government are always demanding a special status to the central? This is good. This is good. I never critique on the behalf of that. Every state just wants to central government to give a special provisions for the welfare of employment, for the welfare of health, and for the welfare of education system of the state. And this is not wrong. But what about yourself? What about Bihar? In my eyes, first of all, and I am very impressed for our chief minister also. They work very efficiently for the education sector, for the health sector, for the employment sector. But The point is that that's not working. That is the main critique. The corruption level. You and me also know very well. Tejasvi Yadav just told that 3 lakh. If I am in the government, I give 3 lakh jobs in the teaching field. What about? He just joking. And we are also fighting. And we are also fighting in a political manner. In a political manner. And lastly, in my eyes, this budget is totally pessimistic budget. Means nirasawadi. That's all.
Last comment.
मस्त बोले
Silent.
Good morning to all of you. God is standing and putting this misnasty for Tender TM. Today's topic is that Bihar Budget, and today's very interesting topic because we are talking about the Bihar Budget. So I'm trying to listen. Please try to listen carefully. The Nitish Kumar government. We all know that the finance minister of Bihar is Mr. Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, and the Nitish Kumar government in Bihar Tuesday presented the state budget of fiscal 2023-2004 with a total outlay of about 2.62 lakh crore and increase of about 24,000 crore from the current fiscal budget, which focus on youth and employment, education, health and infrastructure, but is still clear of announcing and major new schemes. We have increased the budget outlay of 2023 by 34 by over 8% compared to 22 and 23. Our better fiscal management has helped us in the counting the fiscal deficit within the permissible limits. We have eliminated a revenue surplus budget. Finance Minister Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, who tackled the budget, say the fiscal deficit of 23-24 has been pegged at 2.98% of budget. The gross state domestic product GSDP within the permissible limit of 3% set under the fiscal responsibility budget management. And in this aspect, the finance minister talking about the government emphasis on the job creation. We are knowing about the lots of job faculty and 10 lakh job for youth in already in motion with the creation of 63,900 posters are sent to Bihar Staff Selection Commission. We are working to fill up the 48,762 posted of teachers, and there would be a big vacancies in the police and other sectors. Mr. Vijay Kumar Chaudhary says about that. The government focus on creating new jobs also reflect in the salary bills project by the next fiscal. The budget provisions in the expenditure of 1,61,854 crore under the establishment and committed expenditure compound 24,394 crores and has been allocated the same as current fiscal. And the government salary bill is rising, owning the new apartments, interest payments and the other committed official said in body the state government has increased the limit of lots of job and vacancies. And the lastly I have to say is that our state finance minister Vijay Kumar Chaudhary also focus on that special status demand. Finance minister Chaudhary also raised the demands for special category status of Bihar to tide over its backwardness, despite having clocked 10.98% of economic growth last fiscal. We need a special status of faster economic progress as Bihar is plagued with certain geographical challenges and nature calamities for flood health, he said. And the also focus on main schemes, while two so new schemes were announced in the state budget. Chaudhary said that the state government was focusing on youth development, our health improvement and infrastructure development, but the only finance minister Vijay Kumar only says that
Thank you. The rest of the speakers will speak tomorrow, and we will have a little bit question.